Guys, it's Liv here. Welcome back to my channel, and today is a really special day because I'm having a Christmas dinner with Marco and he's meeting my parents for the first time, like officially. So I haven't gotten ready yet. I just came out of the shower and my hair is literally a lion's mane, so I'm gonna have to do something about it. So I'm gonna be using this Shark Flex style. It's kind of like a dupe of Dyson, and I'm just gonna be curling my hair. I usually never use this because it just takes so much effort, but I feel like the results speak for themselves. Like, it's amazing. It's just, I'm lazy, so I just use a straightener. Anyway, I'm gonna curl my hair and then I'm gonna do my makeup, and I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial on how I did my look yesterday. I really like that look. It just feels so glamorous and sultry, so I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it. Look at the difference. So this side is super soft, wavy curls. I like this better than like an actual curler because it just makes my waves look super soft. Like, it's not harsh. So I really like this for more like casual curling rather than really strict, harsh curling. So as you can see, this is the hair all done. It's super voluminous, but it took me literally 30 minutes. So I don't usually do this unless I am going to a special occasion or I really want to look well done. I like literally don't even grab my Shark that often to justify the purchase, but I really like how it came out, and I'm gonna put on a pair of contacts and we're gonna start the makeup. So I just put on a pair of contact lenses. They're from Moody Lenses and they're in Norwegian wood. And I love this pair. It's probably my favorite one because it's like subtle and not like too striking of a green, but it just makes my eyes pop. So I'm gonna put on foundation first. This is a Dior foundation. And I am just going to dab a bunch on my face. And we just want an even base. We don't want to put on too much foundation, but we want to cover up all the spots. So I'm going to take a concealer to put it on my acne scars and a bit on the under eye. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Pound Cake face powder and just take a little puff and put it all over my face. And I like to be very liberal with my powder because I hate the look of oily makeup. So I'm going to be generous with this and just dab, dab, dab. Look at how it completely mattified my face, and now my base looks flawless. So I've been asking ChatGPT to roast my makeup lately, and one of the things they said was to keep my brows lighter, so I guess I've been going pretty dark on them, but the inside should be more thin than the outside in color, so just a bit lighter on the inside. I have the two-tone Anastasia brow powder, and I'm going to take the darker shade and place it on the outer corner of my eyebrow. And then I'm going to take the lighter shade to put it on the inner corner. Okay, and then I'm going to take the spoolie and just lighten up the inside by going like this. And then do the same on the other side. Now the brows are done and it's on to the fun part, the eyeshadow. So I'm going to take my brush and the Jeffree Star Wedding Palette. And I am going to go into the shade Ors de Verre for the base. So this is just a brown, plain brown matte color. I'm going to go outwards and up. And I'm just going to place it all over my lid for the base. I'm going to bring it down to the lower lash line and just sweep a bit of brown powder onto it to make some more dimension. Okay, and then I am going to go into Committed for the transition color. So it's just a little bit of a darker brown. I'm just gonna put it all over my lid on the bottom half. And then I'm going to go into I Do And I'm just gonna put it on the outer corner to really give that dimension. But remember, up and out. So you want to blend as much as possible so it doesn't look harsh. And I just like to run my finger to get rid of any excess and to blend it out a bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be a bit messy, but you want that smoky eye look. So that's why we're going into the darker shades today and making sure it stays neutral for that super soft glam look. And then I'm going to take another brush and put on some black eyeshadow as well. So I'm gonna dip into Tuxedo Black and just go on the outer edge and stamp it on. Just a little bit. You don't want to overdo the black, so make sure it is subtle. Now this is the base of the eyeshadow, and we're gonna, of course, pop a shimmer shade. And then I like to run my finger just to blend everything. It's kind of unprofessional, I know, but I do what works for me, so. Okay, so now onto the shimmer shade. I love this Dior Backstage Glow Maximizer palette, and I especially love this peachy shade that's glittery. So I'm gonna take my fourth finger and I'm gonna dab on the middle. You really want to bring it up to the eye bone, so make sure that you're getting all the area covered. And you can even bring it into the inner corner. So just take your pink finger and dab, 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 and even onto the lower lash line. Okay, now that's the eyeshadow done. And today we're not actually using a liquid eyeliner, but we're going to use pencil because this is going to give that smoky glam look. So I'm going to take this black liner pencil and just go on my lash line. I'm going to pull it up slightly. Okay, so I just put on black eyeliner for both of my eyes, and this is where the magic begins, because to get that really smoky, sultry look, you're going to put the eyeliner on the inner lash line, so the waterline, I mean. So you're gonna take it and you're just gonna drag it from outer corner to inner corner. See, look at that, it looks so smoky already. And you can connect this line to the bottom line. And it looks a bit harsh right now, but you're gonna take an angle brush. I just like to use my eyebrow brush because, well, brushes don't really matter, but I'm gonna smoke it out so it doesn't look as harsh. Okay, the eyes are done for the base and the liner, and I'm gonna put on a pair of false lashes I just got from Amazon. They're the New Kelly brand, and I love these because they're the perfect mix between glam and natural, because I don't want to look like my lashes are too big for this look. I think that smaller or medium would work perfect. I'm just gonna pop them on and then we're gonna do the rest of the makeup. Okay, so the eyes, I put on a pair of false lashes, and we're going to do the contouring and the blush and the lips. So I like to take my NARS Laguna Ultimate Face Palette and just go in with a contour shade. I'm gonna use the lighter one today because I want to keep it a bit lighter on the contour. I'm just gonna go on my cheeks and buff it out. I'm also gonna apply some on my jawline just to sharpen it a bit. And I don't really want to put anything on my nose just because I don't really like the look of contour nose and highlights. So that's all for the contour for me. I just don't think that a shiny nose looks good on me, so I'm gonna keep it simple. And I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty blush in French Rosette. And okay, this is another thing that ChatGPT roasted me about, which is I put my blush too low. So I'm gonna put it on the temples this time to make sure my face looks lifted. And I don't want to put it too much on the inside, I just want it on the outside. And you can even bring it up to your temple. Okay, that's the blush. And now we're gonna move on to the lips. For my lips, I'm gonna go with a nude combination. So I have the Anastasia lip liner in Parchment. And I'm just gonna line them. And then you're gonna go in with the Anastasia satin lipstick in Praline. So this is a beautiful nude color. Just gonna dab it on very lightly because I don't want to overdo it. So this is the final look. I love how it turned out. I love the eyes. I think it's just so feminine and chic and elegant, beautiful. I feel so good in this makeup and I can't wait for Marco to see me tonight. So yeah, I'm going to pose for the thumbnail and thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.